Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. Coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. Said I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we've got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is all on execution and communicating. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Young.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff again. Makes one man miss. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Throwing, Lewis. Back's got it on the screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Young. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Makes the catch. It's Perry. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the ground, it's Young. All over him immediately.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Gonna take a shot at this DB. To the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Making the adjustment. Jones to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Running inside. It's Pryor. That midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fresh setter down's going to the air. Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's ball. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Number 38, set to take this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Lewis. On the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Young. Bring him down.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Stepping to the right. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This
his first move. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, and watch out. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback keeper. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Hits inside, it's Young. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. He's got his man across the middle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Lewis to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 19 team, the Washington Huskies.
And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about.
And it's Clemson with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
The run inside. It's ball. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Wilson. Open space at the 25. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Gator! That one will give him the lead.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Out wide left, it's Young. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp. He's going to take off. There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for space, it's Welch. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to squeak through the pile. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Going to take a shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
The kick is on its way. Trying to take it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They want to run this quarterback. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it the ball. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Jones wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Flying out to the left. The 20. Past the 10. And he scored! Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Takes it inside the 25, chance for great field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board. Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. At the 40, there he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Throwing, Lewis. They're all over him. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. From the gun, looking for a man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Rush is on. Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Booster. Wants to throw one first. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Going to audible here, let's see what they do. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Jones to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Lewis to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Right side, it's Williams. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He lets it fly. Got it down the field. Running free. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Lewis. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Here we go. Ready. Booster. Ready, go.
The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
A loss of 12 on the play.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not